We moved to Florida and found a few things, I would say, shocking. Some good and some bad.
We moved to Florida for a lot of reasons, but it also happens to be the fastest growing state in the United States since 1957. And it's also the third most popular state in the country right now.
Not popular, populated.
Populated.
Yeah.
It's popular too. Yeah, and populated. Behind California and Texas. So we weren't alone in picking Florida as our new home.
You know, traditional reasons to move to Florida definitely hit our radar screen, right? You know, and some of those didn't seem shocking. Things like tax advantages.
Yeah, there's no state income
Right.
tax. That's not why we moved there, but it was a consideration.
Right.
It was there. But the mild winters, the beautiful beaches, and the outdoor living really is what made us want to go there.
There were a few things that we were pleasantly surprised by when we moved. And there were also things that we found that were honestly just a little shocking.
Now, if you're new here, I'm Mark, and this is my wife, Jody.
We don't focus on the financial aspects of retirement, but rather your lifestyle, health, relationships, and more.
So please hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you know when our new videos come out.
So let's get started on our list, kind of the good and the bad, and leave comments if you've experienced any of these things or any other items we missed.
Okay, the first one, visitors. People want to come visit us in Florida in the winter.
And that was a pleasant surprise.
Well, in a way it was, but everybody wants to come. And that was fine. What we loved is our kids want to come, our family wants to come, our friends want to come, and even more distant friends love coming to Florida in the winter because it's warm, right?
And I think we hosted people January, February, March, and April last year. Like every month we had people coming and going, which we love to do. Spending quality time with people we care about last winter, I think, was really one of the highlights for me.
It was, but here's the thing that we noticed. And I don't know if this really shocked us, but we definitely noticed it.
It shocked me.
When they come to visit, whoever it is, they're typically on vacation. And we're not. We are not down there from January. Well, we're there from October to May. That's our home. That's not vacation for us. Now, when people come, we carve out time. But with all these people coming, they all felt, well, you should be on vacation too, because we are. That was hard for us.
It was.
That was really an awakening for us that we struggled with.
Yeah, I mean, it was new for us, so therefore it was hard for us. And, you know, we felt our visitors really pulling us away from things we needed to do, you know, things we needed to do in the house and around the house and things we needed to do in the business. It really kind of changed our personal life as well as our business life while they were there.
Yeah, and this was really hard on you more than it was me, because
was.
you do love to host people and create experiences. But for me, and I don't know if we've figured it out or not yet, because we're going down again this year. We want people to come, so if you're one of our friends or family you watch us, yes, we want you to come, but we may have to tweak it a little bit.
Which is hard because, you know, if you come to my house, I like to plan meals and events and downtime and any extras. And it's hard when you're working and you're a lot more diligent pulling us to work.
Right.
And I'm more like,
well,
people
if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be shooting videos like this.
I know.
But
I know.
What I'm trying to do is find an equal balance down there where people come visit for 3-4 days, 5 days or more. Say, look, we've got a couple things that we do in the morning. So we go, we get up, we have our routine, we play pickleball. Here's a car. Go to the beach if you want for the day. If you want to be on vacation, take a couple vacation days, and this is where you sleep, which is, you know, we feel bad doing that, but
yeah,
I don't.
I'm so not good at that.
I know,
and it's a work in progress for sure. And we definitely need to get better at boundaries in and around, you know, having friends so that we can balance, you know, the 20 hours we spend with you guys a week at Retirement Transformed and our clients. And then, you know,
but
also
that was the first thing that shocked us about being in Florida.
Because we've had homes before that people come to visit, but we have always been on vacation when they came to visit. It was kind of interesting. The next one has been a shockingly good outcome of living in Florida for us. Mark and I both have noticed our overall health and wellness has gotten so much better.
It has.
We both lost weight, we've gained muscle, we feel healthier, and we've tried a bunch of new outdoor activities.
I think the thing, when we get up in the morning down there, you know, October through May, we go outside.
Right.
We walk first thing in the morning. The weather is great. Even if it's a little chilly, you just put on a sweater. But we walk 12 months of the year now. We joined the YMCA down there. We're playing pickleball, playing golf, we're cycling. It really has created much more healthier lifestyle for us all year long.
And what's funny, last winter we didn't even get, I think we didn't have like one rainy day.
I know.
We were almost kind of in search of, that day where you're like, oh, I can just kind of do a nothing day. We didn't have that for almost 4 months that we were down there, 5 months.
Well, the other thing that shocked us about living in Florida is how easy it's been for us to make friends. That was one of our biggest worries. Like, how are we going to meet people? This is going to be so hard. But here's the thing. Most of the people that are down there that live near us, we're not in a community. We're out actually just on a street. Everyone's there looking to make new friends too.
Right.
Most of the people on the west coast of Florida are from the middle of America, so Chicago and Tennessee and really Iowa, Minneapolis. We're meeting people from parts of the country we've never even seen.
Right.
But they all want to make friends.
And most of them are snowbirds, right? So they're looking to connect, and we spend a fair amount of time with them connecting together and socializing and doing charity group work together and joining golf leagues or pickleball leagues or book clubs. And it's an interesting environment that I don't think we put a lot of thought into. We were more nervous about making friends, realizing how easy it happened.
I know. It's funny because it sounds odd, but our relationships and friendships down there have gotten deeper quickly than our community here. It's really because everyone's in it for the same reason.
Right. Now, moving from the Northeast, which both of us have lived, I lived
our whole life
all over the country, but most of my life has been in the Northeast. We were shocked at how expensive things are in Florida now.
Yeah.
There are some things that cost less. Our landscapers a bit less, and some of the trade contractors are a bit less.
When we go to the vegetable market, those cost less
Fruits
money.
and vegetables are a little bit less, but there are a lot of things that we were shocked at how much more they cost.
So we live on an island. It's Marco Island. But it's not far from the mainland. It's just a bridge. But housing costs are more. Hotels cost more for visitors. Restaurants cost more. Gasoline costs more. It's $1 a gallon more, I think, on the island than it is
just off the island.
4 miles away. Country clubs cost more. So it really was surprising to us. We thought everything was going to cost less.
We did. And maybe that was just us not doing good research or having rose-colored glasses. But, instead of joining clubs like gyms and fancy gyms that we always had in the Northeast, we did things like join the YMCA instead, and it cost less money, and our friend groups were there, and everybody was looking to meet others. And, I think those are the little things that we had to tweak after we got over the shock.
And this past winter, we ate in a lot more.
We did.
Because it just, you go out and for 2 people and you get the bill, you're like, we could cook better than that at home. So we are cooking more at home. And frankly, it's fun because we cook together and it's healthier food.
And even golf. We looked to join a club. We thought we would move down there and join a golf club, so that we could play and we could entertain people and play there. But, we've been playing the public courses down there because it's just so less costly than the private clubs. Well, it's
less costly. Plus, private clubs, it's between a 7 and a 10-year wait to get in as a member. So it really isn't going to happen. I'll be 90 by the time you get in.
You'll still be healthy.
So that that's been fine. But I think again because we live on the island, it costs more. So when we go off, things are less money. So we're keeping an eye on it and more thoughtful about how we spend money.
The final thing that was a shock to us, and we did do some research around this before we moved down. As Mark is 66 and I'm 58. The U.S. Health and Human Services ranks Florida 36th out of 50 states when it comes to healthcare.
Yep.
And that means hospitals, quality of care, and any type of preventive care that's available.
And also the treatments that you get, the quality of providers, and the assessment of deep specialists available, heart, what are some
skin doctors.
Yeah. It's not as good as the Northeast, and we're used to a certain level of care.
Right.
So we're having to figure that out down there. And we figured with a state with so many elder people over 55 that everything would be the best available in the country.
Super top notch. And it definitely is not. I tried to get a doctor's appointment in February and was told my earliest appointment would be September unless I went through the ER.
Yeah.
And who wants to go sit in an ER just to make sure that you're able to get the testing
So
that you
one,
need?
so one of the things we did, this has been helpful, and this is now a new thing that's happening everywhere. What am I trying to find? It's a up and coming change in medical care. We found a doctor that provides concierge service. So we pay her an annual fee, and she only has, I don't know how many clients, but we get access to her 24/7. She has great connections with specialists and great connections with hospitals.
Yeah, that definitely helped get appointments moving and get us in the right place for any testing.
And it gave us comfort because, you know, we don't want to feel like we can't get good care.
Right.
So we want to be careful. Now, while there are pluses and minuses about living in Florida and even about things that shocked us, we balance that with everything we know to be good, especially the weather, the healthy lifestyle, and I think it's brought us closer together too. Aww.
You know, we were shocked by the cost of living, but you know, Marco is such a magical place for us right now in this time in our life. We love it, our kids love it, and our friends seem to love it too.
So if you like this video, we hope you did this next one. It's a really popular video. How we decided to move to Marco Island. Now this video is going to give you the framework that we use to pick Marco, but you can use this same framework to pick any place that you want to go for your next home. So watch this next.